Hello, my name is Joseph Moore. This is my final video essay presentation. My thesis is that without guidance, the youth of today will experience extreme deficits throughout their life due to COVID-19. This past couple months, my research has been solely based on COVID and the effects on child development. I've narrowed it down to about 16 sources, all of which from medical journals or from PhD holders, leaders in the science and health fields on this topic. Narrowed it down to 5 more. Those comprise the bulk of my essay. Looking at COVID and how it affects the world, I couldn't think of a more important topic to cover right now. There's a lot of misinformation, there's a lot of false news, there's a lot of red tape that you have to cut through to understand how this really affects us as a community. And I believe it takes a lot of internal growth, and it takes a lot of assessing your own family situation. Children born in the past few years, are they just going to remember life as it is today? Their parents going out in public being afraid to speak to others, afraid of social interaction, afraid of getting close to one another? Are they going to look at wearing a mask everywhere they go for the rest of their life? Is that going to become normal? What are the implications of that? What are the social dynamics going to look like in 5 years? The longer this COVID goes on and the longer we isolate and we refrain from social interaction as a community, the more harmful it is for our youth. Not only psychologically, but when you look at the physical implications of the N95 respirator. As mentioned in my research, I did quite a long time look at the N95 research paper as mentioned. That N95 research was done in 2013 to determine the effectiveness and the overall compliance with the N95 respirator in nurses. The study looked at a group of nurses, asked them to wear the N95 respirator for 2 12-hour shifts and to respond with their side effects psychologically and physically. The results were quite astounding. Only 90% of the people that started actually finished, made it all the way through their 2 12-hour shifts. These are medical professionals who wear a mask every single day. The N95 respirator was said to give them side effects of lightheadedness, headaches, nausea, but most importantly and most detrimentally, an overaccumulation of CO2 or carbon dioxide. An overindulgence of carbon dioxide, the inability to release that carbon dioxide from our body, is linked to countless very detrimental health defects. We're experiencing that kids are walking around with N95 respirators and they wear them every day. COVID has almost gone on for a complete year now. We don't know how much longer it's going to be. There's no way we can understand fully the implications that these kids are going to go through from wearing the N95 respirator, from having the social distance, from not being able to create those community interactions with their peers, from not learning facial interactions in public from strangers to give them a sense of who they are and develop themselves. COVID is very detrimental to the growth and to the development of these children. Unless we step in, we intervene, we teach them that you don't have to be afraid of the people that you're around, but be afraid of the virus that you're around. If we don't teach them common values, if we don't help educate them on what masks are healthy and which ones have a lot of associated risks with them, we'll be able to help prevent a future full of adults that don't know how to interact with each other, don't know how to speak confidently, don't know how to contribute to society fully. And I think that's a real detriment to the world. Thank you.